Do you want to fast track the sale of your home? Today I'll be discussing key tips to help you save something which money cannot buy, and that is time. Hi, I'm Maria Clifford. Welcome to Waterford Property Watch. If you've recently decided to sell your property, congratulations. You've made a big decision, but there's a little bit more work to do to make sure the process goes smoothly. And here's how you can save yourself lots of time and minimize stress and worry. One of the biggest frustrations for sellers is how long it can take for a sale to complete. In my experience, the slowest part of the process is usually when it comes to conveyancing, the legal paperwork your solicitor has to handle. But here's the good news. If you are organised early, you can avoid a lot of these common delays. I want to help you avoid those delays with our checklist for a swift sale. It's a list of steps that can help you ensure you close your sale quickly and without unnecessary stress. Number one, first things first, instruct a solicitor. The sooner you get a solicitor on board, the better. There's a huge amount of paperwork that needs to be gathered before they can even issue contracts. So this really should be your first step. If you're not sure who to choose, feel free to reach out. We have recommendations for experienced solicitors who can guide you through the whole process. Number two, check your deeds now. If you don't have a mortgage on the property, you should already have your deeds. But if you do have a mortgage, your solicitor will need to request the deeds from the bank. Be aware that this can take anything from 2 to 6 weeks. So it's important to get the ball rolling on this as soon as possible. Number three, organise a BER certificate. Every property needs a building energy rating before it can even be advertised for sale. You can check if your property has already got one by going onto the SEAI website and using your MPRN number from your electricity bill. If you do not have a BER, don't worry, we can recommend a certified assessor who can get that sorted for you. Number four, proof of payment for property taxes. This next one is often overlooked, but it is crucial. You'll need proof of payment for a few different property-related taxes, such as the local property tax, the household charge, and the non-principal private residence tax. This applies if the property was a second home during the years of 2009 to 2013. Getting these certificates from the local authority can take up to 4 weeks, so it's better to get this started now. Having these documents in hand can save you lots of time and avoid any back and forth with buyers later on. Number five, extensions and alterations. If you have made changes to the property, like an extension or an attic conversion, you'll need a certificate of compliance from an architect or engineer. This certificate is essential, and your solicitor cannot issue contracts until these are in place. These reports can take up to 4 weeks to get, so don't wait until the last minute. Number six, planning permission. If any of the works on your property required planning permission, you'll need to provide a few key documents. The planning permission reference number, copies of the planning permission itself, a financial contributions letter detailing any levies or fees related to the planning. This is an area where things can get a little bit more complex, so it is helpful to have everything ready for your solicitor early in the process. Number seven, PRAI compliant maps and boundaries. Sometimes properties can have boundary issues. Maybe the deeds show that a line doesn't quite match what's on the ground. If this is a case, your solicitor may need a PRAI compliant map of your property to fix any mistakes. Sorting out boundary issues can take anything from 3 to 6 weeks if they're straightforward. So if your solicitor spots red flags, it's best to act fast. Number eight, management company fees. If your property is part of a development that has a management company, make sure all your fees are paid up to date. The management company will need to provide documents under the MUD Act, and this can take anything from 3 to 8 weeks, depending on whether your fees are paid. If you're behind in payments, your solicitor will need to work with the management company to resolve this, which can delay the sale. Number nine, mortgage and bank details. Now, if you have a mortgage, your solicitor will also need to check a few things. They need redemption figures to see how much is left on the loan. They'll need to check for any cross security. This could happen if you've used the property as security for another loan. They'll also need to ensure that the bank has consented to the sale if required. Number 10, proof of water and drainage. Make sure you have details of your water and drainage systems ready, especially if you are in a rural area or have a unique water supply arrangement. Number 11, septic tank registration. If your property has a septic tank, you will need to provide proof of registration. This can be done through Protect Our Water initiative, and having this information handy will keep things moving smoothly. Number 12, marital or civil partnership certificates. If you are or have been married, a marital or civil partnership certificate is required. If you're separated or divorced, you'll need to provide the relevant documents as well. Number 13, letting agreements. If your property is currently let out or has been let out in recent years, make sure you have a copy of the letting agreement and your RTB registration details. These are also required to complete a sale. Number 14, details of contents. If any contents such as furniture are included in the sale, make a note of these details. It's helpful for both you, your solicitor, your estate agent and buyer to know what's included. Number 15, PPS numbers. Last but not least, you need to provide PPS numbers for all parties involved in the sale, along with proof of ID and home address. Now, I know this seems like a really long list, but by getting these items organised ahead of time, you'll save yourself weeks, if not months, in the sales process. An organised seller can usually expect to close within 6 to 12 weeks of accepting an offer. But if documents are missing or delayed, the process can drag on for much longer. In worst case scenario, buyers then may start looking for discounts or the sale could even fall through. You don't want that to happen, and we don't either. If you need any help along the way, whether it's finding a solicitor, getting a BR certificate or resolving any issues, we at Liberty Blue Estate Agents are here to assist you. Let's make your property sale as smooth and as efficient as possible. Thank you for watching and best of luck with your sale.